So I haven't done anything with my Amstrad Mega PC in ages. In fact, I haven't done anything with it since the video I put on ages ago. This is the same installer, Windows 95 with Street Fighter 2, that I demoed back then. But since then, I got another Amstrad Mega PC. I now keep them in this box. This one is pretty yellow, although you can't quite see in comparison to this side. And the front volume dial works, but not the back one. Go figure. But yes, and with the second one I bought, it came with the controllers. Well, a controller, exactly the same as your regular Mega Drive controller, or Genesis. But then again, since this was a European only, it's Mega Drive. A bog standard Amstrad joystick of the time. Kettle lead, standard. It also came with, I think, all of the documentation for the main unit itself. So sort of like a introduction, how to use it. The monitor itself specifically was 14-inch, as we can see here. VGA dual sync monitor with built-in stereo. However, this second Mega PC doesn't have a hard drive in it, although as far as I was led to believe on eBay at the time, it did. But keyboard carton has this keyboard, the mouse, I believe. No. Mouse came in the main box, but the keyboard had 3 DOS5 diskettes, the PC7386SX motherboard, which is what's in an Amstrad Mega PC, just has a Mega Drive part, the DOS5 manual, CounterPoint. CounterPoint is the name of the GUI that they included with it, as opposed to Windows 3.1, although I believe when you bought the machine it came with DOS 5.0, CounterPoint, and you could get Win 3.1 on it. Or you could buy Win 3.1 to install yourself. Basically, typical sort of owner's manual, overview, how to use it. Little bit dirty and aged. I'll probably scan it one day. PC14 DSM, I believe, is the monitor manual, the actual monitor manual. And down here, someone has put their own sticker. Which looks like a advertised sale for the machine itself. Although when I got it... now I haven't... Yeah, that doesn't make sense. This machine can't have 8 meg of RAM. I believe it would only take 1 meg sticks. Or 4 meg sticks, as it uses 30-pin SIM. So, yeah. Yes, it is. Amstrad PC monitors. What's kind of cool, you get the pin grid layout. And if you look, pin 9, audio left. Pin 4, audio ground. Obviously, because it had built-in speakers, it used some of the unused pins on a VGA cable, thus allowing you to have sound. The motherboard manual, again bent and slightly off, mostly more relevant. Now that's handwritten in pencil, but there is a sticker on the back. In fact, this actually gives you this assembly guide, which tells you the hard drive type, because it used, if I remember correctly, a standard 40 megabyte hard drive, and then a copy of Amstrad's MS-DOS guide for MS-DOS 5. I'll just leave that playing. I believe this is, yeah, it's just your standard full MS-DOS guide. Macros, yes. And I drop it. Luckily enough, it didn't get any damage to what it already has. But YouTube user raylyd, or raylyd, asked me recently about this, and we've sort of sent a few emails, PMs. He said he's just got a hold of the actual compatible monitor for the Mega Drive side, because the Mega Drive side, as I've probably said and has said in another video on YouTube, purely works on television frequencies, 15 kilohertz, as opposed to PC's 34.4, whatever the hell it is, I forget. So you have to have a compatible dual sync monitor. You can, if you could hook up some sort of mod over to hook it to a colour television, you'd probably get it to work. As for the minute, it does work with any standard VGA, which is why my Syncmaster P2270HD is hooked up to it. Although this is a television, I use it as a monitor, as many people may have seen in my other videos. But YouTube user raylyd also asked about CD options. And just as a point, you may have noticed it's not exactly the biggest of case, and in fact all you've got is a floppy drive and Mega Drive half. And I can't quite show the back, but I'll try. There's not really any expansion room either. You have, I believe the serial port is here. I can't quite get angled because of where it's at right now. So there's a serial port here and a second serial port. So you have two serial ports here, and then a parallel port, VGA, sound, which is, I believe, actually an AdLib Sound Blaster compatible card. It works with either AdLib or Sound Blaster, but I believe it is more of an AdLib based, as the Mega Drive is more AdLib sound, I believe. And then you've got a joystick port, and this port with the sound out and joystick is actually on the Mega Drive card that runs the full length of the case, but as you can see there is no expansion. So as I said to him to get, or her, be it they may be, to get something like this. This one was brand new when I bought it off eBay. Ooh, 2008, 2009, I think it was more 2009 early. It was shrink wrapped and everything, and it is, as it says, a parallel port CD-ROM drive and 16-bit sound, though I've never really bothered with that. Now it reckons it's 24 speed and now reads CD rewritable discs. Max speed of 1,200 kilobits a second, no, kilobytes. But the point being is, it's kind of hard to use PCs without a CD drive. Even the most dedicated of enthusiasts struggle to derive enjoyment when you can't load over a load of stuff off a CD. Unless the machine literally has no CD drive. But luckily enough they made things like this. But I'm not going to open it up, but you'll probably see it later, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to reformat this drive back to MS-DOS 6 and probably reinstall Win 3.1 on it. Although I won't directly have the drivers, I do think they're on one of my PCs somewhere. And then, well, I don't know, I might open it up, I don't know. So, see you in the next video I do. As a quick snippet to continuing from earlier, I've now hooked up the backpack parallel drive. As can be seen, it's now set here. There is a disc in. Basically, it installs exactly the same as a regular CD drive. The drive is already pre-configured for parallel port operations. The inbuilt sound card speakers and volume. Parallel port pass-through. Nice black cable. Running along to the power adapter. Now all I'm going to do is install Windows 3.1 and it'll show up exactly fine on there because it loads as a driver file. And that's basically what I add to get a CD drive on the machines without them. And of course this will work on anything with a parallel port.